Mercedes-AMG Interview Lounge.
So a friend of mine sent me a song and said, just listen to the song. Not going to tell you who it is, just listen to it. So Andrea Gannis sent me this file, and I listened to it, and I was blown away. I said, I think that sounds, I don't know. Tell me who it is. She said, don't worry about it. Come on, who is it? She says, that's Silk Sonic. And I went, oh, who's that? I don't know who that is. You got to fill me in. She says, that's Bruno Mars and Anderson Paak. I went, you're crapping me. She said, no. And I played it for everyone here in the room, maybe illegally. I don't know if I was supposed to do that. Tell everyone what you guys think about this song. It's called Leave the Door Open. It's unreal.
Sounds awesome. And it has that Bruno Mars sound that we all love. So, yeah, very excited.
And Anderson Paak, of course, and Bruno Mars got together and they formed Silk Sonic. And welcome to the show, guys.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Thanks for having us.
Well, thanks for being had. It is, once again, pushing a button and hearing a song that changes your day. Wow, congratulations. And we're going to play it in just a second. We're going to blow everyone away. Okay, so Anderson, we've known Bruno for 1,000 years, and we've been together off and on for 1,000 years. And now you're a new friend. So what made you guys decide, hey, rather than us be like Bruno and Anderson and record an album, you decided to form Silk Sonic? What's the push behind that?
Andy, I'll take this one. Please, Elvis, this is how it goes.
Okay.
You don't mind, right? No, you go. It was either going to be a versus or an album. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, this was way funner, the second one. And he's a good guy. It's I would have hung out with him. He owed me a lot of money. Besides music, we got a lot of gambling debts to take care of and whatnot. So this is a cooler way to do it.
Does that mean we're not going to get a versus then, since you guys are working so friendly together?
Nah. Probably not.
I encourage that. We love violence in battles. Come on. Now, Anderson, have you ever been on the road with Bruno?
Yes, unfortunately.
Oh my God.
So you've seen
the trauma. The trauma.
Well, okay. Isn't it funny? What you guys see backstage is totally different than what we see out in the audience, because it is the most explosive show ever.
Oh yeah.
So is Silk Sonic planning on, when it's okay to do so, are you guys going to hit the road together?
I would love to hit the road. I had such a good time last time. The 28 karat, what was it? Oh yeah, that's what we doing. 30 karat, that's what we doing. 45 karat, hey, that tour went on forever. That's what we doing. I loved it. I was on tour for so long after Anderson, because we stopped at the European tour, and I think I was still touring like a year later. And I get a text message. It's like 3 a.m. He's like, yo, you're still on tour. It's like, we get it, man. 24 karat magic. We get it. We understand. You nailed it. You did it. Nah, he's like, Brazil. Still got to know. Still got to know, though.
But you haven't seen anything until you see a Bruno Mars show. So to get you guys back out there, that would be insane.
And Anderson really blew me away when we were on tour together. Him and his band, the Free Nationals, they were going out there killing them every single night. And that's when we started our friendship. Yeah. Right? Somewhat of a bond. Somewhat of a bond. Yeah. And we went to a couple studios anytime we had some time off. And he'd be like, come on, man, let's go to the studio. We'd go to the studio and we started writing. It was really quarantine, huh? Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. If it wasn't for quarantine, I don't know if we would have had a break to really do this album. So yeah, kind of worked out.
I think that's an important point. And I say this to everyone. For about a year, we've been saying this. There are great things that are going to come out of this awful, awful challenge in our lives. And here you go, And more and more I'm hearing people say, you know what? There are good things going on here. Let's point them out. And Silk Sonic, definitely one of them. And collaborating with a friend. Yeah. I mean, that's got to add that extra level of energy to your sessions as well. You talk about that.
Yeah, it's like why you fall in love with music in the first place. It's like being in the garage with your buddy. I'm on the guitar and he's on the drums, and we're working out these parts and just trying to come up with the best song and the best grooves. And if it wasn't for this little break we had, I think that's what's given us this whole idea of slowing it down. See, we're not putting the whole record out in one shot, because I think we're living in a fast world. We're living in a
Twitter, TikTok.
They don't deserve it, bro.
Whoa.
No, go ahead.
We're gonna try to sprinkle 2021 and drop a song here, drop a song there, and it's important that we hope that the audience wants to listen to this music and hear how hard we worked on each and every single song.
And by the way, if you're just turning us on, Silk Sonic is here, Bruno Mars and Anderson Paak. And when you hear Leave the Door Open, it's going to change everything. I actually got myself pregnant the first time I heard it.
Yeah,
Crazy.
You're not the first. You're not the first to say that to us.
Just thinking about playing it in a moment, I'm spotting my blouse. I'm lactating. I'm so excited about this. You have no idea.
Oh.
I don't know, Bruno Anderson's never met me before. I don't think he understands where I'm coming from. Wow. Okay, so the sound. I don't you hate when someone says, you know what? I heard Leave the Door Open, and here's exactly what it sounds like. Everyone has their own interpretation. And is it okay for us to say what we think it sounds like?
Nah.
Okay.
Don't do that.
Well, here we go then. Gonna do it anyway. Look, you know what? I being the oldest one in this room and on this interview, you know, I grew up listening to the 70s, the soul from the 70s, and that's all I listened to. And when I hear this, it takes me back to a place that it's a fantastic place to visit. And you know what? And what's great about having a song like Leave the Door Opening now is you can play it for someone who's 20 years old and say, here, if you like that and you understand this, here's a whole generation of music you should go listen to. You must love when people say stuff like that.
Yeah, well, I think that's what happened with me and Andy is when that's really why we clicked up, because we started talking about the music that we grew up on, the music our parents put us on. And we kept going back and forth. Like, you heard this one? You heard this one? And sometimes he'd show me a song that I've never heard before. I'd show him one he's never heard before. And that's, you know, we're musicians. We play. We come from a live background. He's one of the baddest drummers you ever seen in the world. And
wow. No ego at all.
One of the best ukulele players you've ever seen. No, so we come from that. We come from a performing background, but kind of like, you know, whatever, bar bands and different gigs and gigging, working musicians. So when you hear those older songs, it's kind of that's why we relate to it so much, is because that's what we love, and that's what we know, those sounds, you know, we know those drum tones, we know those guitars. And when you put us in a room together, that's what we're going to do, is start digging into the guys that inspired us.
So as we see the world starting to open up, thank you, sweet Jesus. Have you thought about, Anderson and Bruno, have you thought about what it's going to be like when you first step foot on that stage with that huge arena screaming at you? Have you thought about that energy that you're going to deservedly experience in that moment?
I'm definitely gonna bask in it and just appreciate it, because I miss it. You know, as much as like fun this is, you know, like I'd rather just be in that studio with, you know, you lactating and that random guy down there, and you know all this.
Yeah, we kind of need to see that live.
You miss those elements. Yeah.
It'll cost you.
The energy from the crowd, man.
Yeah, I would assume it's like a fish out of water, you know, when you can't get up there and do what you guys do. And Bruno, you know, gosh, you know, watching you all these years, there's no show like it. But the two of you together, Silk Sonic, I can't wait till you guys figure that out. Are you going to go out on the road together as Silk Sonic, or
nah? We probably breaking up after this single.
Good.
That was so fast.
This is a launching platform for solo careers.
This is that's all this is.
This won't last, I can tell you right now. Okay, so as Leave the Door Open is the new single, when are you going to sprinkle us, as you say, with another cut?
Can I take this?
You got it, Andy.
Let's enjoy the cut that we give you, right?
Can I stop you right there? We're gonna read the room. We're gonna be able to see. All right, now they're ready for the next one. Go ahead.
And if I may,
please.
Yes, you may.
This song is like an album in itself. You know,
I don't like the way you answered that. So I'm gonna answer it a little slicker.
I was kind of into this answer, but go ahead.
Go ahead.
Are you sure?
Taste yourself.
Are you sure?
Andy, as he calls you. This single is like an album in itself. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's like a full meal. You know, this is some songs that, you know, we've been working on for years, and you know, since I met Bruno, back on the first tour, we started working on music. And this is like,
it's depressing.
Yeah, and it takes a while. Some people can hop in and they do songs in 30 seconds and blah, blah. These are songs that we're making are for timeless, you know, timeless things. And we want it to last long.
Great now, the gentleman Bruno Mars.
I love the way you put it long. You button that up there.
I heard that.
We want this to last long.
Okay.
Okay, Bruno.
We're talking now, right?
What about you? When are you going to sprinkle us with another cut? Your turn. Go.
What are we doing? Like I said, Elvis, we're so, you know, you guys don't get to see the trauma that's going on in the studio and the hell that happens as far as mixing and making sure these tones are right. And us, we're pretty hard on ourselves. You know, all we want to do is make this the greatest we could be. So when we put it out, if the people don't like it, at least we know this was the best we could do. And that's the main thing.
Guys, tried our best. Hey, real talk. All right.
No, serious. And that's with every song. That's the philosophy. It's like, hey, I'm sorry. This is the best I could do at this time. And, you know, we thought we had something.
Yeah.
Bruno, this isn't like you. Usually you own it. You're like, this is gonna. I don't care if you don't like it. F you.
But that's what it is. But that's what it is. There's definitely that. You know, it's like we like it, and that's all we can say. Is that
it's all that matters.
That's all.
Something tells me this is the only song we're going to hear from Silk Sonic. I think it's that weird. I hope you prove me wrong, gentlemen.
Yeah.
All right.
Documentaries after the same though. How it didn't work out.
I want to play the song. I just want to get it out there. I want everyone to hear this, and I hope everyone is ready for this because it's going to blow your whatever off. Say goodbye to whatever that is. It's about to blow off. But, Anderson Paak, it's a pleasure to meet you, and we're so happy for you guys to get together and create this magic. And of course, Bruno, you know we love you, and we've loved you for years, and we're so glad to get some music from you.
Thank you, Elvis. Thank you for supporting.
Here it is, Silk Sonic. And leave the door open. Listen to this.
Hey!
The Mercedes AMG Interview Lounge.